Hello, people. Today I have with us the Farsia, which is the HG Gundam Age set number 20, XVB-XD. And this is a very fascinating looking mobile suit from the Age series. I don't know anything about the Age series, so you're going to have to forgive me for that. I haven't gotten into Seed, Destiny, Age, or G Gundam. I know a lot of people are going to be like, what? You didn't see any of those? Yeah, not yet. I'm pretty far behind when it comes to watching things. But this one is an astoundingly cute pink. I mean, the pink on the screen here does not even come close to the pink it is in person. It's so bright. It's so vibrant. I don't know if I can even get the brightness adjusted to make it look right. But it is beautiful. It is wonderful. Such a charming kit. I hope it doesn't get involved in any mass murders or anything like that. I know it's Gundam. I'll just stop. Anyways, let's go ahead and go over what you get in the box. So this is another one of those what you see is what you get kind of kits. You have everything that you see here and a little bit more. I happen to lose one of these, so I cut it in half and use that as the stand for the little flower bits. And then down below there are some extra pieces that are for hands, like clenched hands, and a piece that's holding the bottom of this flower here, actually. I don't know if it flies. I guess it does, because these pictures kind of show it flying as one unit. That's very interesting to me. It's a different sort of look for sure. But normally that piece that's down there would be on the bottom of that flower. So this kit, it was really fast and easy to put together. I think I've heard somewhere that all the Age kits are kind of like that. They're very easy to put together, kind of, sort of. Maybe you all would have to tell me in the comments. But I'm going to go ahead and take her off of the stand, and we will look at her articulation. I say her, it could be a male, but it is very pink, and the pilot is a girl, so we're going to call it a female anyway. I think most of the Gundams are girls if we're going to go by like ship naming aesthetic. So we have first the head, and the head is on a ball joint, which is on another ball joint inside the neck here. So you do get the ability to move it a lot, but you are very constrained by this massive over the shoulder piece here. And I'm not sure if that's actually a cowl or a backpack, something like that, that comes off, but it is inhibiting her motion inside there. Still, very nice idea with the two ball joints. At the shoulder here, it plugs in just like most of them do with the little ball joint there. Joint system here with the two pieces together with the one in the middle. Surprised me how substantial it was. It is held together by these two pieces that do rock up and down on the shoulder. Get this back a little. There we go. You can rotate the arm right up here at the top, but it does sort of get inhibited by just the squareness of it. So, you want to kind of do it at angles where you can kind of hide the flat sides. And besides these nub marks here, I did really try to clean this thing up. I didn't do a lot, but I did try to clean it up. These are very hard plastics on this one, so be careful with your nippers. Single piece of articulation in the elbow. And this is the other situation here. This revolves around the wrist here, and the ball joint kind of holds it in place. It's very easy to take that off, so be careful with that. This guy is on a ball joint too. I'm not sure why, but you can pivot that down and up and even side to side a little bit. I think, if I remember correctly in the instructions, you can attach this part to it, but I will take that when we get there. There's a ball joint inside here that attaches to. Very sturdy, actually, for what it is. Two ball joints hold the front connectors here and allow you a slight amount of motion in the skirt armor. Back to the back, like I said, this does come off and is actually held by a pin in here. So I think you can actually slide this, if I'm right, onto that there and make it look like it's coming out of her hand. I'm not sure what it is, so y'all have to tell me. Going to the legs, simple ball joints on these ones. Very easy to snap this onto. Surprisingly, no poly caps on that one, as you see here. You get a nice double jointed knee. And it is actually built like the Mecha Musume, so you have the 4-part system. The peg that goes up, the 2 pieces that get together, and then they peg another one in the bottom. Each one of those is built into the upper or lower part of the leg. The foot is, surprise, a simple ball joint. And that is all there is to the articulation. It's not a very complicated kit, but it is a very beautiful result. It came with 5 of these, 3 pieces of this clear stock, which is very flexible and easy to bend, so be careful with it. It is in a unique size as well. It isn't 3 millimeters. I think it's like 2.4 millimeters, which is a little odd. It doesn't quite fit into the holes that they give you, which is why they kind of lean over to the side when I put them in, as you see here. But they still did come with these, so I am definitely not going to complain. And for some size comparison, give me just a second. I will pull out a couple of my kits. Here is the Farsia with the GBN Gundam. One of the rare model kits that's actually smaller than the Alto. Besides the massive looking Jinrai. Architect, who looks actually really nice and complementary with those colors. My tiny little fellow Nero from Hexagear. And with the Master Grade, that concludes our size comparison. And as usual, Alex, the Master Grade version, is very tall compared to this little guy. So all in all, I think this is a wonderful kit. It wasn't terribly expensive. It was difficult to find, but with a little bit of patience, I did eventually get one. I have the premium Bandai version, which doesn't have this base. It has its own different style one. I am looking forward to building that one very soon, which is why I put this one together to show you guys before I got to that P Bandai version. This one is very nice though, and I am happy to have built it. I'd love to see Age sometime in the future. I want to see what this one does and if it's actually in there. There are some screenshots from the show, so I think that it definitely is. But it's quite a fantastic looking mobile suit. Very pink, very cute, I think, and very easy to build. It did go together like an old school model kit, though, so that is something to be aware of if you aren't used to that. It does still have Bandai's very high quality of parts and engineering, so that, you know, parts do go together well. It's just and the last Musume kit that I built, the Guard Spider Fighty, the old school kit where you just kind of put 2 pieces together over another piece to make it work. That is something that they did a lot of in this one too, as you can tell with the seam line right there in the middle. Something they did a lot in this kit. But with the price, with the enjoyability of how it looks, it is really incredible. I think that it's definitely worth the money and the effort to find it if you can. Highly recommend this one, and that isn't something I say lightly. I know I say I recommend a lot, but this one is one of the ones that I would actually recommend going out of your way to find. But I'm not going to keep up all of your night or your day, whichever it is when you're watching. But I hope that you guys have a good one, and I will see you guys next time, or you'll see me, but more than likely you will see my stuff. Bye-bye.